Hello, 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 hello. I subs. First things first, subs. I'm still setting up, by the way. Still setting up. I don't know. Also, I somehow I need to fix. I need to fix the printer cam. There you go. Rachel with 5 months of subbing. I'll just leave it on this camera if you want to. While we watch that print, there you go. Ooh, the sub to chosen. Nice. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Lovely. Okay. So let's you know what? Before we do anything in Minecraft, I'm gonna try and fix that cam because I think what is happening is I might have to I might have to split up the actions. Just need Mr. B and Foxy if you want to. So, where is Nutty? Is it in here? Yes. So we have this thing, right? This is what activates the printer subscription thingy. And this stuff is, it's not doing this, basically, right? So I'm gonna add cam printer cam, right? Okay. And then I'm gonna copy this in here. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I've been so excited about the new world that I might have you know what happens when you like make a new world and you're very excited about it, and it's all like new and you go through the first early like stages of the world. Yeah, that's what I've been going through. Okay, so that, and then we'll add a core action. Run action. Printer cam select. Yeah. It's an egg. Yeah. I wanted to print while the camera's on. Why is it not printing? It's not printing at all now. Never mind. What is going on? Thank you for the 5 gifted. First of all, Rachel, you're at 82 subs in total, which is crazy. To Matt Gamer, Dude, DK Gamer, R2M ZI, Alarm, and Cameron. There you go. Anne and A wrong on purpose. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know why it's why it's not printing. Huh? What if I put the delay, I put another delay, and I put it above, maybe. Okay. That's not what we want. It's not what you want. Camera. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so now the delay is not good. I might be Solid Snake touching all these. Oh, there's more. There's more. It's not printing though. Which is annoying. My witty name, rosters, Durston Sam, Spartan, JQVN. See, it's not printing while the camera's on, which is annoying. Do I really need to make this more? Change the order. See, it's already at the end of the routine though, right? The camera's already at the end. This is what actually... Okay. This is what actually prints the ticket, and this activates the camera. So technically, the action is split. This is the actual camera coming in, right? I don't know what's going on. So if I test this, right? I've made the timer longer now. So it's taking a while to collect all the data. That's normal. And then we should hear the sound, camera. And now I've made the time that the camera stays longer. And hopefully it'll print in that. I think it's at like 30 seconds now. It's as if it waits to print until it's done. See? Immediately after we've got it, it prints it. Can you detect? No. No, I cannot. So let's set this to... Yeah, make it 5 seconds longer. I don't think this will help. Like I can make this. I can make this like a minute, right? This is a minute. Should link. Yeah, that's not how that works. This needs to be activated first, otherwise you won't get a ticket. So now I've set it to a minute. I set this to a minute. So if it doesn't print in that minute, it's waiting for this to go away. But I don't know how I would change that then. Dude, it's actually waiting for it to finish. For it to go away. I mean, it's logical, but it shouldn't happen. No, I've already tried that. You got James. You have to know. I work in IT and in service desk, right? So this is my bread and butter. Troubleshooting is my bread and butter. And there it is, immediately after it gone away. So that's not what we need. I need to get no, Rachel. You don't have to give anything. I can simulate gifted subs. That's it's. It's not gonna work. It'll wait 20 seconds, go away, and then it'll print. Sub to brackish. Enable the camera, then print. I could, but that would be the same as just waiting. It's just gonna be the same. 2 triggers. I could, but then I have to copy all these triggers. So if I disable this, right? Disable that, and then let's say I just copy this. I have to do this for everything, right? Wait, what? Zoom what? Huh? Now it's just gonna print. Yeah, because now somebody does need to give this up. Because now I can't simulate. I cannot simulate 2 triggers at once. I can only simulate 1 action. Also, you don't have to give this up. We can always see if it happens when it happens. Right? Wait, now it's not triggering at all. Let's just copy them all in. It should, on any sub, it should work. Huh. Strange. Okay, now it's identical in triggers. Thank you for another sub. Okay, Rachel, you have to stop. I'm cutting you off. Rachel, I'm cutting you off. No more subs for you, Rachel. You've had too many. You've had too many. Okay. Before we get bored. Okay. Oh, Rachel. I will stop you. It's already print. Now it's the other way around. Which honestly is better than it not printing on screen, because at least you can see the paper now. But I don't know why. What's a queue? What's a queue that isn't busy all the time? Let's do that. Because I think it might be the queue problem. Turn on when yeah, I would. Thank you, Rachel, but really, just you don't have to. Okay. I'm gonna distract Rachel so she just doesn't keep giving subs by playing Minecraft. We have done things. I have done things. Okay. Yeah, Steam Engine is in place. It is doing pretty well actually. We have 60, 64, 31, 39, 64 again for DK Gamer. No winning numbers. No winning numbers. Okay, so the Steam Engine is working fine. We are having a wheat field. Dude, I'm not going to be able to start this if y'all keep doing stuff. I shouldn't give you guys power like this. 54, it's already... You're already have a losing ticket. 54, 35, 3, 65, and 29. There you go. Come on. Focus. Focus. There you go. Also, new sub. Rachel, you gotta stop. Yeah, I know. Just stop it. I think I know why it's broken. I think I know why it's borked. Let me... Okay. Delete that. Get rid of that. Get rid of the old printer add-on. And disable that. Disable that. Go there. Disable that. Okay. I think that's good now. Right. So for today, for the plan today, is I'm gonna build a little farmhouse. It's not gonna be anything special, right? So we're gonna build a little farmhouse, where we're standing right here, and then I'm gonna get a little bit of some farmland in with some pathways. Basically I'm decorating this farm. It's a very small farm, I know, but we're still gonna decorate it. Also, I need to check, and this is why I want to do this today. I need to check if it's actually working and if we're actually getting stuff. So I just need it to grow up a little bit. So yeah. So I look for the farm design. If this was a bigger farm, sure, I would. But this is like a small local farm. Maybe we'll have like a little barn area or like a covered storage area, but we don't need anything fancy. Like a silo, not necessary. Small farms have silos too. I know. But I don't think it'll fit the vibe of the town. Need to hold their grain? Yes, that's why they have covered storage areas. Yeah, I'll keep that in there if you ever need to go to the nether. It's raining, man. Okay. So let's see. What did I do over here? So that's tough pillar. I'm gonna keep that in. You, we're gonna get some of those. Gonna get some of these. I'm gonna need more oak. That's for sure. Grab you. Do I have more dark oak wood? Did you say you're not going to get horses? I'm going to get horses in the end. But I haven't found a decent horse to start off with. So I'll find a horse whenever I find a horse, basically. Okay, no more dark oak, so I need to plant some dark oak saplings. Can you name one after me? You know what? Maybe. If I find one. If I find one. What did we think about, what did we think of episode 1, everyone? What did we think about episode 1? Would like it? Would we like it? I tried not to include too much of the technical stuff, because I want to split everything up. And I hope people liked the episode. I expected it to not do the best, since it's not just create anymore. So, I don't know. I mean, this is the first technical episode, so this is where all the create stuff happens, and that's the first thing I built. So, technically, it's the first create contraption that I built. Yes. So, you can be disappointed, but I'm kind of happy with that. What did I come? Oh, I need a saw and a hand crank. That's why I'm here. Where's the saw? I have a mechanical saw in here somewhere. It's not sorted because I don't have brass yet. Saw. There we go. I love watching all your vids. Yeah, okay, but you can love them, but you can also like be critical and like tell me if you like certain things or what you prefer and what you don't prefer. Like that would help. You know, that's like feedback. Feedback's not a bad thing. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna do farm first because we need those trees to grow up. So we're gonna do some farmland, which means that I need to get pathways in. Unless citations are too. Dude, my D&D brain has been going. It's been, I've played D&D once, but my brain works in a story build fashion where it comes up with stories about things that I do. I don't know if that's normal. I feel like it's normal, but I don't know if that's normal. And I've been thinking about this world and where we can take it, and let's just say that my brain has been making stories. Watching your videos is on my to-do list today. I was going to watch it yesterday. I had to take my daughter to the doctor. You could have watched it in the waiting area. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Taking your daughter to the doctor is priority. If we gift enough, he will quit work and play 24/7. Sure. I don't know what I would do. You want me to be honest? I don't know what I would do. I don't think I could spend an entire day making videos. I really don't. So I don't know. I would love to, but I don't know if I can hold myself accountable for it. Because you might have noticed my brain works in like, you know, it gets distracted very quickly, if that makes sense. So what I want to do is I want to have like a little pathway coming in here, right? So we're gonna get rid of this real quick, and then we're gonna do boop, 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 boop. I get very distracted all the time, so I don't know if I could hold myself accountable to make actual videos. And so this is gonna be like a little walkway around the farm area. Also, we should probably start recording this. X said he's gonna ban me if I do any more. That's true. Okay, something like that maybe. We start talking about bugs and random facts, he gets distracted. Yes, I do. But that's not only bugs, it's like anything. Anything. The smallest hint of just, here you go, and my brain will go. My brain will just go, oh, let's focus on that now. I want to have a walkway in the middle as well. So why don't we? So we'll have a little walkway. Why don't we come down here somewhere? How many species of ants are there? I actually don't know that off the top of my hand. There's a lot, but also probably less than you think. Because people would think there's like millions of species of ants, right? I see. 10 billion, that's not true, because there's only what, like 1.3 million species of known important word in that sentence, of like invertebrates. So ants being a part of that 1.3 million, they can't exceed that, you know. I need to figure out how we're gonna do this. Are we bringing the wheat onto this? I kind of like the wheat coming up here. So, well, I think the best thing to do is just get a lot of seeds. Or what we could do is use this as like a pathway around. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we put like a way down over here, right? And then we have our pathway go like here. Let me just kind of get myself a little division. So this would be wheat, and then we could have like onions on this side. And like we have a bigger wheat field over here, and then we divide this in smaller patches, like some cabbages, some onions, some stuff like that. I like that idea, and then we'll have another pathway going on. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Farmer's Light, indeed it is. I need to get like a decent pathway in, or a decent shaped pathway. Need to make burgers. I kind of want to make because I did this in my last world where we had like a sandwich fast food shop. I want to make a steampunk fast food chain, because we're trying to build up a world, right? This is far into the future. We're trying to build up in a world, and having a fast food chain, I feel like in that world makes sense. So in every city we would have locations that just sell those sandwiches. You know? As a chain location. Also, I need a new shovel. Dude, I'm already on 2 shovels. I need enchantments. I need enchantments. I'm using way too many diamonds for my tools. I should be using them for upgrades and stuff. Uh, 2 sticks. There we go. New shovel. So really cool. You could do a vegan restaurant too. Do fruit salad, mixed salad. I mean, the fast food chain would have vegan options. I'd say. I want to do like one restaurant that you always, and then we'll have some local businesses in every city as well, of course. But I want to have like one that's everywhere. And that's the one that's actually gonna get, like, where I can actually get food. They're basically gonna be like local storage places for food. So that if I ever run out, I can just go to a location, get myself some more food, and so on. Do you have corn in your country? Like, in my actual country, we have places that sell it, yes. Why? Why are we asking? Ooh, that's good. So that was an English thing. No, corn as a substitute, we do have that. We also have a lot of tofu. I need. Oh, did I lose? Oh, I think Bob might have escaped. Bob, where's Bob? I think Bob might have. We need to go and rescue Bob. Where's Bob? Where's Bob? He's never been outside before. No, he has been outside, but... where is Bob? This is not a good thing. I had scoots before. I'm gonna do this. Do we see Bob? Is he in the ravine? I don't think... I don't hope he's not in the ravine. Does anyone see Bob? I don't hear him either. Usually you hear him close up. Not in here. Maybe he's all the way at the top? That would surprise me though. Oh, Scoot. Bob! Why are you... Ooh, he's also very low on health. Did you see that? How are you so low on health, buddy? You've been inside for most of your life. Okay, can we heal these without having to use a potion? Heal our armadillos in Minecraft. We'll eat spider eyes, and it's the only food I will eat, unlike other mobs. We'll heal it. Okay, so spider eyes. Hey, buddy, you want a spider eye? It's not healing. Oh, he's so cute. No, he's so cute. Look at him wiggle. Look at him wiggle. Dude, you are the cutest. One health. Every 10 seconds in the daylight. Oh, we need to put him in daylight? Let's give him a little pen in daylight. Oh, we could give him a small, like a doggy door, basically. We could have him like a little doggy door out here. Right, chat? Rachel, your numbers are 10, 5, 54, 67, 38. There you go. No, you didn't win anything. Oh, Bob. You can't go out, dude. Oh, well, technically, yeah, you can. You can go for now. But you have to stay close. You have to stay close, buddy. Just do that, and then have like little doggy door over there. What do we think? I like that. Question is, will he use it? But a hanging sign? I don't think he can walk through hanging signs, though. We could put a ghost block in there. He can? This is pure distraction. Can always sub again. You could. Okay, this is not working out. My inventory is a mess. We haven't even really, like, I'm recording this, and this will not go into video because you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it because it's all inside. Alright, let's do that. Little doggy door. But he needs to come outside real quick. Can he see this? Oh, he can. Come out, buddy. Come out, buddy. I know you can do it. I don't think he can. I think I'm gonna do ghost block. I think a ghost block makes the most sense. Needs to be placed from the top, but then it doesn't have the bar across. I mean, it's fine. Oh, look at that. Oh no, buddy, you can't go in there. On. There you go. Little treat for Bob. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I mean, I wouldn't have made it a solid wall. I would have made it like copper grate or something like that. What were we doing? Oh, I was gonna set up some fields. Some small fields. Right? Well, this is harvesting wheat. Are we actually harvesting wheat? We are. Look at that. Good. Alright, let's see. Tomatoes. Let's do tomatoes. I kind of want to have like tomatoes over here. And we'll kind of do them in strips. Right? Kind of do them in strips. We'll put some dirt over here. Why are we double dirting? Because we're gonna have water in here, so you kind of want this to be double up, so we don't have to fall through every time. Like that, and then we'll do like some diagonal strips, I guess. Also, that's not very nice of you. Oh, I was gonna grab fences, because those are. Do I want to do fences or do I want to do? I don't know if I want to do fences, or do I want to do roots? Because we could do roots easily, right? We could do like mangrove roots. Have those be our border. Like in between the patches, maybe put some leaves in there as well. Ooh, that might be nice. Fences, fence gates. Yeah, but problem with fences, you can't like make a nice curve. Whereas if you use roots and some leaves, we might be able to. Okay, you have to regen your health, buddy. So some roots. And do I have leaves or not? No, but I can get more. I like having a broken looking fence. Yeah, same. Yeah, kind of. But also, I like it. So over here, where I live, it's very common to see people use hedges as dividers in between like pieces of land. And I feel like that is also a very nice thing to have. Just like greenery in between. So if we grab some of this, right? Like a board. Well, I don't know if, yeah, borders. Like plot borders. But then natural plot borders. If you go hedges, you need to go all in. Kinda, yeah. We'll set up one side and then we'll see what it does. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it one line thick. I'm gonna make these like properly. And we'll have some dead spots in there as well. That's why we have the roots, you know? Those could be like branches of the branches of the hedges. There we go. Grab everything while we're here. Roots, acacia, and mangrove work well. And some of. Yeah. What's the difference between plant shrubs and flowers? What? What is the difference between plants, shrubs, flowers, and plants? What? What are you asking me? So if I do like some of these along here, right? And like some of that. Boom, and then we fill the rest in with some of these. We won't fill it in entirely because we can use some copycat boards as well to kind of fill in the empty areas. And then we do need a way, like a place to enter the field, which might actually look good over here. So that, and then do I have any zinc? I don't. Having holes, yes. We won't fill it in entirely, but I also don't want it to be one block tall everywhere. So this is where copycat might come in handy. Just having some variation in like the height and stuff. We do flower gardens, maybe not in here. Like on this island, everything is gonna be like what you need. what you need to survive almost. It's very practical, right? Whereas you would have like flower gardens somewhere where people could afford it. You know? Grab some of these. We'll grab some bites as well. Just so we can kind of break up the structure a little bit. So we can like come out here. Boom. Right? Adding that up there might actually help quite a bit. Kind of fill in that. Kind of fill it all in, right? And honestly, maybe not all of them need to be leaves. We could have this one be some roots, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, that looks 100 times better already. Will you be streaming in about 30 minutes? I have to. I mean, I want to finish the entire thing now. Like when I say the entire thing, like the area, the farm. I mean, that's what I want to say. Yeah, I like it. And then with the wheat behind it, it's gonna look even better. With the wheat behind it, it's gonna look even better. Okay, that's a little bit, and yeah, I like it. Some dead bushes. We could. I kind of if I do that, I want it to be like pale leaves. You know, add those in there. Okay. As I had died before it grew. Maybe. Mostly right now I want to kind of get rid of the flat edge on top. Right? Just gonna have it peek over a little bit. Okay, I think that'll do for now. I think that'll do. And then we just need to do this. Oh, that's the wrong tool. This is the only tool the swapper thingy has problems with. It's the shovel and the hoe. I don't like the tool sort. I like it, but I do like it. It makes things very practical. You know what we could also do? We could hide our water in some roots. My breaks and replace it, not swaps. The thing is, it saves up on inventory so much. Minecraft already has an inventory problem. This one saves you from that one. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Of course, the first thing we need to fill out is the actual farm. So that has priority over everything else. I need to doom scroll. Hold up. Sure, you can doom scroll. Yes, double tap. Dude, I don't have TikTok. I'll watch a short now and then, but I don't use TikTok. I need to get on that. Like, it's such an important thing for creators these days, and I really should make more shorts. But they take so much time, and I don't like doing them. I don't like doing them. But everything is geared towards them. Don't start using. No, I'm not going. I have the app, but like that's it. I don't think I've ever opened it. I don't think I've ever logged in. It's on my phone. It just is on my phone. I'll watch YouTube shorts sometimes. Like if I'm actually bored, I'll do it, but that's about it. Okay, I need more water. Very good, very nice. I watch YouTube shorts and Instagram reels. Yeah, but that's all the same thing. It's not because it's TikTok that it's bad. YouTube shorts are the same as a TikTok. They're just on a different platform. But that doesn't make them better. The shorts are arguably worse. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you could say that. I know. I still like my long form content. Even though I will watch shorts like from time to time. The default shorts recommend Edge versus default TikTok. Huh, I haven't thought about that. Yeah, that does make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to bury you in here. Like that. And then if I'm smart, I could bury another one in here. Right? Just because of what YouTube is when it's not tailored to it. Yeah, I can see that. And then one more in here. kind of offset from that one. All right, now let's see. How many seeds have I gotten ever since then? 1. That ain't good. Oh, wait, it's not loading. It's not offloading. Huh. It should be because straw. It is because straw. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I didn't know wheat harvesting gave you straw. Is that new? That wasn't in the old Farmer's Delight. It just assumed I can't upload one thing. I mean, it just means that in this there is one thing stuck in the chute where it offloads. And because that thing is stuck, it can't overload anything else. If you haven't properly set your filters, see, now it's stopping way longer, which is what we want. Okay. Right. So now we're actually getting more stuff. Or we should be getting more stuff. That being said, let's do tomatoes. Hidden inventory, yeah, they have a hidden inventory of 1. So we'll do like we need to leave space for our hedges, right? So I'll just like rough out the hedge border around the pathway. This can be very like this doesn't have to be very wide. That's fine. And then let's do. That's a bit too little for tomatoes. Maybe like tomatoes over here. Maybe just like have them in like. They don't have to be very like evenly wide, but that, and then we leave a bit of space in between. And then I'll put like a little what you call it? A little thing at the end. That so you don't fall off. Yeah, I think that will look good for tomato. I like it when they're not like perfectly even. Maybe we make it even better and we have like some at the end, like on the edge. Like a little strip at the back. And then we'll have some more hedging that goes a little like that. Right. I don't want these to be like perfectly like straight patches. Like there. And then we need a bit of an onion patch, which onion patches don't have to be big. I'd much rather have a bigger cabbage patch than an onion patch. Because onions grow, 1, they grow year round, or you can grow them year round. 2, they're quite, like they don't take up that much space. You can easily put a lot of onions in a small spot. Whereas cabbages need a little more space. I don't want to cover this up though. Does this pack have seasons? No. It doesn't. Let's not eat or onions, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm out of onions. And then cabbages we'll put over here. Gonna leave some space in here because I can. Are planted in stripes too? I know, but that's fine. I mean, we could put them in stripes. We could have like, but like the less or wider strips maybe, because I do want more cabbages on this field. Also, cabbages make cabbage rolls, and those are very nutritious. So if we get all the cabbages, and we can make some rolls, that would be nice. That'd be nice. Right, and then we kind of break these guys and let that become grass again. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's why I don't like tool swapper. You try pick up some seeds and I mean it's fine. Hello Alois, welcome in. Okay, let's make some trapdoors for the back first before we keep going. Or I will fall off. I know myself. I know myself. Hello. You have your little door. You know that. Trapdoor. Because we have the fancy ones, I think. Yes. We do have the fancy ones. I wish you could personal and no. I mean, isn't that a thing? Isn't that a thing? Or there's a mod for it for sure. There is a mod for it. Okay, now let's see how to do this. Boom, boom. The wrong side. Hash the wrong side. There we go. Let's flip these up so I know which ones I need to take out. Ooh, I don't like this. Ooh. Cat. But it's a separate mod, a block. Is it? I think there is a way to. There is a mod that adds sprinkler heads. Yeah, I know, but it should be fixed over. No, it shouldn't be fixed over here. It's gonna be fixed over there somewhere. I know it, chat. It's gonna be fixed over here somewhere. Damn it. It'll be fixed. It'll be fixed over here. Right, and now we can take a look at which ones we can still use. You can be cabbage. You can be cabbage. Now we could extend it into here as well. Have cabbage, 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 and cabbage. I said cabbage. Sure. That's fine. It's fine. Probably should have done this before I put out the fields, you know? Ba-da-ba. And then we'll have this just extended into there. That's fine, that's fine. I don't mind that ending like that. And then over here we can just add one more. Here. Okay. I like this layout. I like the layout, chat. How we doing on seeds? Look at that. Beautiful. I do want to put water in those fields. So after we're done over here, we're gonna put water in first, and then we'll do the hedges. So water first, which I feel like we should start over here. Boom. Then we grab one of you as that, and then one of you on top. And then, you know what? Let's do the next one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one we can put over here. Gonna take care of the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. This entire corner done. Then, if we're smart about this, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's doing this. So if I put one more here, we should be able to do a whole lot of these as well. That should do 1 and 1, 2. Of course, we want to keep some greenery for the hedge. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And then we just put one more in here. And we're good to go. Dude, hiding water sources in fields is one of those things where if you get it right, it looks so good. And I like that they added roots to the game, because those do very well at hiding water. That's plain sight, right? This not as obvious as like a slab or a trapdoor, right? And it still looks like like within the dirt, it still looks in like it fits in place. Whereas if you're doing stuff like this and you put a leaf down here, it kind of stands off as a bit odd. It comes off as a bit odd, at least. So like I can add one here, like water source. Boom, and then we'll put some dirt in here, and you will never notice it. So it's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? till here and then up till here, but we haven't accounted for this side. So I might, because I am gonna have to get this one as well. So if I do this one here, we should be able to get that one, and then the rest of this patch, and then this patch we can do by adding a water source up here. Right, so that should be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should take that care of that, and then this will take care of this. And I feel like 1, 2, 3, so 3, 4, 1, 2. Yes, should be doing this entire patch as well. And then if I just gonna be bold, put one in the middle over here. See if that where I don't know. Got to change the thumbnail. Oh, I did. I haven't had a thumbnail. We'll make a thumbnail after I'm done over here. In the stream, because I don't have a good picture yet, and I feel like with the farm building in place, that will be a nice background. When is it just great? I don't know. We have something coming up, or I have something coming up at least. Not about the other lads. On the server. So yeah, I don't think it'll go much longer than December, but like I have got some content left on the server. Right now, I'm just very excited about this. I am very, very hyped about this. So, you know how it is with new worlds. You always just kind of get obsessed with them. Stop posting. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let's grab all of this stuff again. So I kind of like the idea of doing this and making these bits like smaller. That's just like a divider between patches. Ooh, nap time. Nap time. Okay. Nap time goes to sleep? Yes. Isn't that what nap time is? You decide you're going to take a nap and then end up sleeping for 4 hours. Have you considered ever playing in the server with viewers? That'd be great, but the problem with that is, one, you got to maintain a server like that, and I don't want to sound rude, but it's very hard to make content on a server with people that don't make content. And I know it's stupid to hear and it sounds like an excuse, but it's not. It's the reality. You always end up either having some people with not that good of intentions that come onto the server. You have people that don't see you as a content creator but as a friend, which is wrong, by the way. Y'all are great. I love having you guys over here, but I wouldn't say that we're friends. You know? Wouldn't say that we're friends. And a lot of people will get that wrong. I'm always a bit standoffish on that question. You mean I stream playing servers in my own server on Twitch? I mean, it certainly works for certain people. Like I'm not saying it wouldn't work for you. Some communities would do it, but for what I do, I don't think it's the right type of content. We might do it like in the future. We might do like build contests on servers, sure, and I'll have a look around for sure. That's not something I would do regularly. Yeah, and then create adds another layer of like it gets super laggy very quickly, as you've noticed with the Just Create server. And doing that times what, couple of maybe hundreds? Come on. Okay, like that. Just need some more brown in there. Yeah, that's good. It gets exponentially lagger. Yeah, that too. That's also not fun. And here we're gonna go root here. We're gonna leave this open so we can get in. My server had to spec it out quite good to like create and host it. Dedicated server I own, so I have limits. Yeah. The more stuff. True. True. That's so true. I'm gonna need more leaves, which was to be expected. Sure. And then that goes here. We'll take care of you. Okay, so that, and then we just need to like brush it up a little bit, make it a little floofier, but I need more leaves. So let's take down one more tree while we're at it. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Yeah, I do think that the way I'm doing it right now could be a good potential of like, I don't know, the format has a lot of potential, but it all kind of depends on how laggy this world becomes, you know? So we're gonna do our best to keep it as light as possible. We're gonna turn off all farms once we reach certain thresholds. No farm is gonna be running forever, and stuff like that.
Instead of fried chicken, eat grilled chicken. Instead of freeze, eat grilled chicken. Instead of drinking soda, drink grilled chicken.
Honestly, I would. I've been cutting weight. First of all, chat, if you want to lose weight, don't say you're losing weight. Just tell yourself you're cutting weight. It sounds so much better than I'm losing weight. No, you tell yourself you're cutting weight. Because it sounds like you're actively doing it and not, you know, not something that needs to happen. But I've been cutting weight. It's been going well. It's been going well. I can fit in pants I haven't been able to wear for 3 years. I can fit in all the pants. And on the other hand, I also now have pants that are way too big for me. Like, and when I say way too big, like way too big. It's absurd how big they are. Pants go up? What do you mean pants go up? What does that sentence mean? Explain it to me. Two-player pants? Okay, not that big. I wasn't that big. But I dropped... So wait, I dropped 20... Since August, I dropped 25 kilos. So that would be around 55 pounds? Wait, do I have that right? Do I have those calculations right? Just like on the top of my head? Let me check.
X. More likes Cremewald content. Watching you stream is like watching Paint 3, if the paint also forgot how to stick. Your gameplay makes NPCs look like tactical geniuses, and your commentary. I've heard more excitement from a dial-up modem. You call yourself a YouTuber, but your subs only exist to test if silence can kill. Even autoplay skips your videos. Brutal, but honest.
Oh god, who was that? Alois? That crazy. Crazy. 2 pounds. Yeah, 55. Look at that. On the top of my head. 55 pounds. And a little bit extra, but 55 pounds is not nothing in like what, 4 months? I feel like that's good. I feel like that's good. Like half of my body weight. Look, I'm a big dude, both in height and in width. I'm a big dude. I wouldn't think it'd be rude if somebody saw me on the street and walked away because they're scared. I'm big, and I know I'm big, and I know right. That's fine. Not that tall. I am 6'4", 5-ish. I keep having to calculate in freedom units because y'all don't do the stuff like we do. So I'm 6'4". I am what? Right now, now I need to calculate. So if I do 128 times 2. I'm 280. 282 pounds. On the old body. I don't know how much stone that is for those UK people out here. Normal people. So I'm 195.6 centimeters, and then I'm 128 kilos. Which is big. I'm a big dude. I know. I like to eat. I like my food. But I also feel like losing. I come from like a 150. That's good. $20 stone. Nice. Now I know how many rocks I weigh. I like weighing rocks. I like eating rocks. Nice.
X. You're the human equivalent of buffering on 0% Wi-Fi. Your streams are so that Ivan ghosts unsubscribe out of boredom. Watching you play is like watching the Meone try to microwave water pointless, sad, and slightly tragic. Your commentary makes elevator music sound like front row tickets to Coachella. You call yourself
Nice,
a
dude.
YouTuber, but the algorithm files a restraining order against you. Even your own mom skips your content.
The last one's true, by the way. German TTS, what? It's the closest I could get to French, which is kind of funny in a way. It's kind of ironic, but there wasn't a French accent in the bot that I use. And so there was a German one, so I said, screw it. They tried, it didn't work, but it kind of works a little bit now.
I prefer to spend on roasting than start mining, which is 1k. You really can't put French. Italian would be so funny though.
Yeah, the chat bot that we have is quite limited on the text to speech voices it has. I tried using the Google ones, but they're not that easy to, they're not, first of all, they're not free. Second, they're not easy to set up. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation over there. Just put it in Google Translate and don't tell anyone. That's not how it works. That's not how this works. It's automated? Yes, it is. You could always probably automate it. I mean, Google has a text-to-speech engine which has different accents and stuff. The problem is it's very expensive, and plus on the other side, it's very hard to set up. It's very hard to get access to it. And so I don't want to.
Dann. Deutsch. Es wird besser, wenn man es nicht versteht. Just kidding. Annie weiß,
Okay.
I shall roast you for using copycat bits for Foliage.
That's all good and stuff, but keep it in English. It's not because the bot is in English that not in Dutch, in German, that I understand German. I kind of do though, but I kind of do, but keep it in English, please. Keep it in English. Rules are rules.
X, you're a walking content catastrophe. Your streams are so soul-crushingly boring. Netflix threatened legal action for causing existential pain.
God.
Watching you play is like watching a sloth fight a hurricane, utterly pointless and humiliating. Your commentary makes dial-up sound like symphony.
Damn.
You're not a YouTuber, you're a human
Damn.
with sinkhole. Even your algorithm begs for mercy.
Damn. Why did you keep getting those? It is. That's why it's there, though. So I mean, you're using the function of the reward. The Lord. Also, did I not change the minor block one? Did I not change that price? I think. Because I think I did. If I haven't, then that's... Minor block is now set to 100. So it's 1k to start it, right? To start mining, but the blocks have been changed from 500 to 100. I can change it to 500. Yeah. There you go. A little present from me to you. Little present from me to you. Okay, now I think it's time, one, to get rid of the rest of the trees. Hopefully get some saplings back, because we did take a lot of leaves. We'll put these back. Can I do it so bot meshes don't appear in the overlay? What do you mean? Oh, I can. I can. Give me a second. I can do that. Which one is it? Actions. Horizontal chat. Settings. Hide commands. No. Hide users icon, like, no. Ignore users. Save. Hey, no, it's the same. It's the same bot, but it's fine. It's fine. People can see that that the ads are starting in chat. But that should now be updated. So we'll see. Let me know if you still see bot messages or not in the future. Oh, damn it. There we go. Anyway, it's gonna lurk. Sure. Lurking is great. No matter what Twitch says, lurking is important to the stream. I also want to redo my layout a little bit. I like the kind of border thing that we have going on, but I kind of want to lessen it a little bit. It's a bit too much border, if you ask me. I do like the out of focus parts where it's like the chat is out of focus and there's a little border around the camera that's out of focus. I like that, but I wanna kind of change it out a little bit. What I want to do is I want to change how, I don't know how I'm going to do it or if I'm going to do it on stream or not. But I want to change out the layout into a system. I'm going to check for Bob. He's still not rechatting. He can go outside. He's not rechatting. I want to go to like a... Oh, let's just let's see the end. It's fine. It's fine. I want to go to... Let me see. Do I have a good example of what I want? Not really. Can we look at Twitch and see if we have somebody that's live that has like a similar setup than what I want? I still want it to look unique is a wrong word for it, but I still want it to look as if it's been, how do I say this? As if there's been thought put in it, and it's not just a camera with the game, right? I still want it to look like there's gone some design work in it. The question is, oh, I know which one I can do. I don't want to copy it exactly, but we're going back to Nutty. For the people who've been here for a while, they might know Nutty. I've talked about Nutty before. Let me see. Does he have a nice clip of him doing things? You'll see some inspiration I've taken. Let me see. No, it's not really what I'm looking for.
X. Every time you say hi back, I'm X. And you run somewhere this of shame. You think you're funny, but you sound like an AI stuck in tutorial mode. And said it is fine. No, it is not fine. It is verbal nails on a calcboard. Your personality has the charisma of expired yogurt, and your humor so flat it could be used to calibrate levels. You're not a streamer, you're a cry for help with Wi-Fi.
Damn, dude. Damn. Look how clean this is. So he still has the horizontal chat, which I like the horizontal chat. But this looks so clean. His multicam and then his gameplay. Come on, where's your gameplay, dude? That's like his gameplay scene or his computer scene. It's so clean. Like that. This is cam in cam, dude. Look at it. Look at it. Hello, tester. Welcome in. You're way prettier though. Like me in person. Yours. The problem with mine is okay, let's take a look. So this where my camera is, I don't mind it, but I wouldn't also mind it being a little bigger, and I want to get rid of this sharp corner, which come on, let me point that sharp corner. I want to get rid of that. I feel like it's a bit too much. His old one was also very good. His old design, but I don't know if I can show it. Does he still have it up? Probably not. Probably not. For the two problems, I pointed out, honestly, one of the best overlays I've seen. I don't know. I don't know about that. I just want to sit down with like an actual like graphic software and try and put some more design in it. Without overcrowding it. Which might be a nice stream, right? Might be a nice stream to do, just like designing it. If I ever like have a Saturday where I don't know what to do in Minecraft, we can always do that. Yeah, exactly. That would be the plan. All right, let's do our thing and actually get to building a house. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Get rid of this. We're still recording, which, you know, is fine. I mean, I wouldn't do the whole designing live because that would be kind of annoying with cameras and stuff constantly moving around, but we could make the design, like have like actual design on paper. We could do that live. Well, it wouldn't be on paper, digital, but like in Photoshop, we could make a design in Photoshop that we can then I can then follow to set it up, you know? Okay, so that's gonna be our little border. Which is nice, and I am gonna, oh, that's what I forgot. I'm gonna need more oak planks. Good thing we have an oak tree sitting right here. I do like the tree though, but it's gotta go. Chat, it's gotta go. Oak. Bum ba da ba bum ba dum bum. Oh, I should have made. Oh God. I always forget one step. Always. It's always the same step. And then I need to texture these freaking planks. Although, maybe we add some normal planks in there as well. Okay, I do need to figure out where I'm gonna put you guys. Although maybe we don't do them, because that's quite the big building, so it looks good up there. But this is quite small, so I'm gonna get the walls in first, and then we'll decide on if we're doing frames or not. And if we're doing frames, I have an idea on what we could do for a good frame. But it'll depend on how good it looks. Okay, the door either goes here, this way, or in this wall. Kind of like it being here. Right, door right there. This is where our dark oak wood comes in. Because we are gonna make this. How do I get up? Chat, I need to get up. I need uppies, chat. Do I just go A-frame? No, we don't do A-frame on a lower building. We do slabs on a lower building. There we go. Boom. Boom. All right. There we go. There we go. And then here, I think we kind of flatten out here. And over here as well. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna be that, and then over here, this is gonna be like our main building almost. So this will have 2 floors. Because if I want to make bread automatically, we're gonna need some more space. Also, that allows me to put in a staircase over here, which we can do. Maybe we kind of curve it over like that. Boom. And then over here, I want to kind of, you know, overhang it. Like that. The question is, do we hang it over this wall as well? Do we make it come out one as well over here? Right, chat? So over here, the overhang kind of makes sense, and then we'll have some buttresses. But do we want to make it overlap on the entirety of the wall, or maybe not? What we also could do is have like a little like storage area over here with like a little overhang, with a covered overhang, like there, like the balcony. I don't think it makes sense to widen it over here, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Also, I'm just realizing that I was too early. That's the height I want this to go at. Ba-ba-da-bum. Good, good, good. This is why we needed more wood. I didn't get everything. Need more planks. And then we'll have like a covered storage area at the back with some hay and some seeds and stuff. Maybe some crates of cabbages. Then we'll have to make the dirt come up to here at least. Let's do that. There we go. I feel like the second floor, for the second floor, this is gonna be big enough because we still need to get a roof on here. Which is gonna be challenging on its own. So, the roof shape. Anyone want to see how I build my roof shapes? From scratch, that is. 2, we need to define the middle first. So we'll go 1, 2, 2. Hopefully this isn't even. Nice. So middle. 2. I need to double check where I started. Here we go. Roof shape 1. So it's the same, it's almost the same pitch as there, just a bit smaller, but it looks good. Looks good. And then this, oh god, that should meet up over there. There we go, perfect. Perfect. I don't know about you. I haven't heard that song in a long time, but suddenly it's in my head. All right, let's do this thing first. Slab. I'm back, baby. Hello, back, baby. I'm X. Do not underestimate me. There we go. Good. That's good. Then I just need to get those in, but that's fine. That's good. Chat. It worked. Sorry, I got way too excited for it. There you go. It worked. It worked. Also, thank you for the other sub, another sub, Rachel. You're my band yet? That's fine. That was for testing purposes. That was for testing purposes. Okay. No. No. That's not what I said. Okay, let's fill this in real quick. That's good. Yeah, I do enjoy this. I like the shape of it. Now the only thing we need to do is get some roofing in there, some actual roofing. And also I do feel like we need something that is not like full on beams, but maybe some panels that are against. Hey, your friends. Nice. So if I do I have more zinc? Not a lot, but I think that's gonna be plenty. So if I get copycat panels and then not shafts, it's slices. Just I need to make sure that we can make the transition in between both of like the chatting. So over here I want to do that and that, right? And I just need to kind of support that. And so my plan was to get some half panels, some spruce logs, and just go wild. right? Like that. And then we can do the same up here. To just kind of frame it out. Which is not that bad. It doesn't look half bad. And then just to kind of add that same texture back in here. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like that, chat. Bit of a frame, but it looks good. And then over here, we could do... I don't know what I'm going to do over here, but we'll figure it out. But here, we can continue this all the way across. Now here is where we get into a bit of an issue. So what if we change those to by panels? Yeah, you get on top of here. You just kind of... It'll look a bit weird, but from afar you won't notice it. And that does add to the whole thing. I feel like that's good. That looks good. Looks good, chat. No, that's too central. There you go. That's a nice view, by the way. Okay, so that, and then we have to get on top of here again. Nope. There we go. Need to continue these guys. And this over here. Perfect amount of stairs as well. One, two. There we go. Good. That is good. Then it's just the roof, but you see how that like kind of doesn't look the best, and how we split it up with some spruce over there. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Now we have, I think that's where the block ends, so we could do... Oh no. No. Could do that. Right there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like it was meant to be. Looks good. There you go. Then we'll fill that in later. Nope. Boom, boom, boom. Make it look all good up here as well while we're working on it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There we go. Don't like how this is looking. How do I fix this? I mean, the easiest way is to get stairs in here, which might actually not look the worst. But it is kind of iffy on that end. I'll leave it. I'll just have it that way. Nobody will see it. Nobody will see it. Then I feel like then we're... First of all, let's save what we have so far, right? Save what we have so far, and then we'll do the inner floors. So the inside floors, the roof, and then we'll finish up the plant boxes. That's a bit too close for my liking, so we'll do that. Get a bit of a floor in so we can, 1, easily put in windows, 2, put some texture in the walls. Not that we need a lot of it, but a little bit doesn't hurt. And then, yeah, we'll see where we go from there. we'll see where we go from there. And then over here we'll do that. Boom. Staircase is in. That's in. We'll have another window in here. Then we won't have much window in here, but we'll do some windows at the back here. Although, nope, that's a staircase. Never mind. See, this is why we do this when from the inside in, because it looks better. 1, 2, I don't know. It makes more sense in my opinion. Okay, good. Because from the inside, you can actually see where you're gonna be putting stuff, right? And when I say that, I mean like interior-wise, where it would make sense to have windows. So like over here, makes kind of makes sense to have a couple of windows. Then over here we can have like a little kitchen or some shelves against the wall. And then this will be like, I don't know. But that's good. And then windows over here. We'll do these smaller ones. Cute and small ones. We'll do on this wall, just to make it less flat, we'll have a balcony set up. So we'll do that. And then do 1, 2, 3 again. And this will offset the windows over here nicely. Two, 3. And then I feel like, you know what? No. Yes, 2 over there, and then we'll have like just random here. 3 again. Yes. Then aside from that, I also want to have, but that's something we'll do when we get the roof in place, is have one of those on both sides. Overall, this isn't looking half bad. Let's get the roof in place. The windows will do last, but because the windows don't really need to go on a time lapse. That's like something I can do in the video itself when I'm recording. I mostly want to get the roof in and then finish up the fields. I feel like that's going to be beneficial. Nope. I used to do this thing where I had these, or was it these? I think it was these. Just to add a bit more shadow to the roof. Okay, let's see. Boom. Roof. Putting in roofs, once you get the hang of it, not that hard. I always see people ask, like, how do you build roofs nicely? And you kind of just do it. It's just practice. I know that's like a cop-out answer, but it is the truth, though. Yeah, I like that pitch a lot. And then over here we'll do boom. Don't go for the one, for the one, for the one. Okay. Next. Go for the one, for the one, for the one, the one, the one, don't go for the one, for the one, for the one. There we go, there we go. Let's do that. Bring these in like so. Nope, I don't want those in here. Okay. So that's the roof, right? It's fairly simple roof, but I kind of like the simplicity of it. And then over here, we're gonna go I'd say that's going to be a bit too heavy, feature heavy. So either we move the balcony over that side, but I'm going to go here. We're going to go take you. Let's do here. Let's take this 1, 2, 3. Keep it tiny. We're keeping it tiny because kind of have to. Don't want these to be too big. And then a 2 go in 1 like that, and then up. No, wait. I'm mistaking like that, and then we go up 1. Okay, so these need to go like that. Go right here. You know what? No. Let's just give you a simple brace like that. Hello. How's it going? It's going pretty well. We're building a farmhouse. So now I want to copy this over. So we're doing 2 blocks right here. Let's do that, and I should leave this with 3 in the middle. Nice. I probably should take a little nap. There. See how quickly we can recreate this one. Boom. Boom. Random facts: sharks are never alone in trees. Yeah. I mean, certain sharks. Not a lot of modern sharks aren't really like. Yes, but that doesn't count for a lot of modern sharks. If I remember correctly, there is a good deal of sharks that have existed for a long time, but there's also a lot of new species that are way younger than we would think they are. At least that's what I remember. It probably should go here. Now, if I'm wrong on that, please correct me. How are you so smart? I am... First of all, I am really... I'm like... Random facts are my bread and butter. I suck them up like sponges, like a sponge. Now, that has its ups and downs. That means that not everything that I say is always 100% correct. I never claim it to be as well. So, if people actually know about this stuff and they can correct me, I love that. So if you do hear me say something that's like, are you sure about that? I don't think that's how that goes. Let me know. But I read a lot of stupid facts. That's how I know a lot of random facts. Hello, Sandman. I have so many facts. Yeah, same. So balcony here, and then we'll do like a covered storage area over here. So we'll have like, boom. Yummy says hi too. Nice. Hello, Yummy. How you doing? You know what we should do? Instead of having these, we should either get some... I don't have wool though. I don't have a lot of wool. But like having it look like they've just like spread a tarp, that would be kind of cool. One thing we can do is the balcony. Whoa. Weird. Like kangaroos, they don't push babies out like normal babies. I mean, I feel like that's not a random fact. I feel like that's pretty well known. We're both doing great. Nice. That's good to hear. I feel like it's fairly well known that kangaroos kind of store their joeys in a pouch. You know? And the joey is like the size of a pea when it gets born. And then it stays in there for a long time. No, trust me, I've asked people at work. Okay, maybe I do have a lot of random facts. That I don't think about. Yeah, so that already helps a little bit, and then I need to kind of keep this going. With 4. Let's not exaggerate. Right? It's only 4. Only 4. Okay, sorry. Yeah, just you gotta can't be spreading lies. Probably should rotate these the correct way. No, but echidnas are pretty cool. Those are cool creatures. And like, those are not the only. That's not the only creature that evolved to have that that kind of adaptation. It's a big hedgehog. It's not that big. Echidnas are not that big. Really? Yeah, I mean there's other, like, there's animals with hemi penises. Chat, Twitch, and YouTube, this is educational content only. But like, snakes have hemi penises. Snakes have like 2. Yes, they do. See, I like this side, and I kind of want to stretch like a tarp. I want to use the tablecloths as a tarp, but I don't have enough wool for that yet. So I might just have to call it here for now, and then we can do that later when I've got a bit of a wool setup going. Right? For now, I'm going to grab some more of the seeds that we have, and then we'll fill on the wheat field. This is good news, though. Why? I mean, double the odds, basically. So, oh, we're getting into this. Okay, so snakes, when snakes have their needs, right? They do it in a ball. So they all get together and they all just get into a ball, right? It's not one-on-one. It's multiple people, multiple snakes, right? And so having 2 just doubles your odds. It just doubles your odds. It's not like that's. I don't think that's how chickens work. I mean, I know that's how like fish and how fish and like frogs and stuff do it, and amphibians do it, because those have external insemination. That's how that's how you say that, right? I think it is. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I should look at how chickens, how it works with birds, because I know birds have a cloaca, so it's a one hole for everything. Male seahorses do hold the kids, yes. So the girl will give birth inside of the pouch of the male. I know I have chickens. Yeah, but I feel like it's still an internal insemination. Right? Chicken breeding. Oh, so it's different. Oh, this. So a hen rooster make cloacal contact. Yeah. So it's yes. So the way, okay. How I need to think of how I'm gonna say this. It's educational content, yes. But um how do I explain this without... Okay, so birds have a cloaca, which is a hole, one hole for everything. Right? One hole for everything. Every chicken will lay an egg. Instead, like if it's fertilized or not, it will lay an egg. That's what humans do as well, every once a month. But we have bred our chickens to be to lay way more eggs than they do in nature. Because like, what is it? Is it like the red guinea fowl? That's the closest, or the red jungle fowl is like the closest living wild relative to the domestic chicken. This thing. And these lay 12 eggs a year, so once a month, give or take. And we have domesticated chickens, and we have bred our domesticated chickens to lay around 1 egg a day, give or take, depending on the age and the health of the chicken. And yeah, birds have a cloaca, so it's one hole for everything. So basically they put holes together, and the male chicken does its thing and puts it inside. Like, it's just inside. And if that's 24, right? If that's 24 hours, and then it's fertilized around 24 hours before it's laid, and then yeah, before 3 hours, and this is how I get made. How eggs get made. No, how eggs get fertilized. Even more wrong. But yeah, that's that. And then how fish. This is all internal. So this is inside the animal. The egg gets fertilized inside the animal. That's the same for almost all vertebrates. So all birds, for almost all. There's bound to be some exceptions, but all mammals, birds, reptiles. The only vertebrates that do this differently are amphibians, if I remember correctly. Because those do the whole, like, lay eggs, and then the male swims over and just dumps it over the eggs, and then whichever ones you get, you get. Animal facts. I don't know how we get to this topic every stream. I don't know how we get here, but it happens. It happens. Yeah, you want to see a baby Joey? Joey. You want to see a baby Joey? They're weird. So everyone, let me see if I can find. Oh, they're so weird. Everyone knows, baby Joeys as like, oh, cute. They're in the pouch, right? They're all cute and all done, and this is what they look like when they're born. They're a freaking pea. They're freaking this big. It's crazy. It's crazy. Can't mount. I mean, you would still have to see that this is the problem with that statement. You would still have to give birth. I would just hold the baby, which I can do. I can hold a baby. You would still have to give birth. It's not that the male seahorse gives birth. He just holds the baby. And I feel like if your husband doesn't hold your baby, then there's something. Then you should just ask him to hold the baby. Am I wrong? I feel like that's like, you know. Should probably just ask the hubby to hold the baby. But chat, on that note, now that we're not as distracted anymore, let's see if we can grab a cute little image. Right? Maybe I don't sit outside. Don't sit inside. No, it's good. I mean, I've got everything I need for the time lapse. The rest I'm gonna do in the video. I kind of want to do like. Ooh, yes. Maybe we do. Ooh. From the tomato field. Like that. I've got everything I need for the time lapse that I want to make, so that's fine. I do want to make a thumbnail for this though, for the stream. I mean, does your country have deadly spiders? I don't think so. Do we have them? No, we have big ones, but they're not harmful. On the contrary, if you have spiders in your home where I live, you kind of just let them sit there, and they'll do a great job in your home. They'll do a great job in your home making, taking care of mosquitoes and stuff. I feel like it's gonna be pretty standard. No. I mean, okay. So here's the rundown. Natively in Central and Western Europe, natively outside of maybe but like Great Britain, the Netherlands, Belgium, north of France, Germany, in general, you won't have deadly spiders. Will some of the bites hurt? Sure. They'll itch and they'll get like red and stuff, but a spider is not gonna bite you because it wants to bite you, right? It needs that venom. First of all, if it bites you and it's a venomous spider, they need that venom to be able to eat. So if it uses that venom on you, it cannot eat for that day. So why would it bite you, something it knows it can't eat, right? Unless it's threatened. So a spider is not going to bite you. Any animal is not going to attack you unprovoked. Most animals won't attack you unprovoked. There's always exceptions to the rules, right? There's always, like, sure, you'll have tarantula sightings and stuff in harbors because they come over with shipments, but those are not native. Native spiders, like the most common spider, I think.
Belgium has no deadly spiders. The native species are harmless to humans.
Yeah.
Rarely, a few non-native spiders like the noble false widow, Steatodon nobilis, may appear, but their venom causes only mild, localized pain or swelling. No spider in Belgium poses a lethal threat or significant medical risk to humans.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I think one of okay, these are not flattering images though. Which is kind of weird to say, but I think this is the biggest native spider. Do any of you have arachnophobia? Am I okay with showing you spiders on stream? Am I okay with showing spiders on stream? Because I think they're quite nifty creatures. They're great at what they're designed to be. No, don't be sorry. I like being distracted. Definitely if I can talk about bugs and animals. Okay, another note. You don't necessarily want to co-house with bugs in general. Definitely not with detrivores, or what are they called? Detrivore? No, is it detrivore? Detritus. Detritivores. That's what it's called. Detritivores. Because some people could be allergic to like the dust they produce, but overall, bugs in your home is, depending on the bug, bugs in your home, quite a good thing. Like having spiders or stuff like what's another one that's common? Be 10 spiders a year. That's fine. You don't notice it. But having carnivorous bugs in your home, that's free pest control. That's free mosquito eaters, which is good. I don't like mosquitoes. There's a couple of bugs that can just, you know.
Rachel, you need to gift sub 50 more. LOL.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. What was it? Oh, thumbnail. Right. Thumbnail. Let me open Photoshop. No, I didn't. I did not. I did. Chat. I didn't. I didn't. Okay, so you are gonna go. You're gonna go. Think she's an undercover billionaire. It seems like it, right? And then that could go. That I want that to be. It's an urban legend that it is for a year, but then there was average per 37 a year factoring. Actually, it's just statistical error. Average 0. Yes, I know. I know. How many subs for eggs to go full time? I don't think it's a one-time thing. I feel like... Okay, the problem with that statement is that I wouldn't want to live off of your subs. I wouldn't want to be relying on you guys giving me money, right? I don't want that. If I ever go full time, it's because ad revenue is enough to keep me going, right? And then the subs that you guys gift me and the donations that you guys give me are bonus, but I don't want that to be what keeps my lights on, right? Right? That I feel like not only for you guys, but for me, if you rely on subs for your monthly rent and monthly payments, if people don't sub anymore, what are you gonna do? What if somehow some people don't just sub anymore, and then what? Just want to say, it's not about being humble, it's about being logical and thinking straight, you know? Can you give what's that emote? What's that? A duration sub? You can do that, but same thing. If that sub runs out, then it's done, you know? Like that, and then we'll also put in the Luderia logo, just the Luderia. Give it a bit of a like there, and then I also want to get like a statement that says that it's a live stream. Live. Change that to white, maybe a bit bigger, and then put a bit of a sparkle on it as well. I'd say you should give bits instead. I mean, it needs to do channel. I know I've tried changing it to a goal, but the problem is that the way goals are being sent to Twitch, right? To my bot, I should say. The way it's sent to my bot, it doesn't do well with goals. It doesn't react to goals, or at least that's not what I've seen. I could try it again. I could try and set like a sub or a bit goal. Oh god, sorry. I could try and set a bit goal, and see if it works. But I don't think it will. I don't think it will. Okay, but I'm gonna be honest. If you do it right now, I'm gonna keep it for next stream because we've been going for 3 hours, and I do have work in the morning. So maybe save it for next stream. But if you go in here, right, and then I had it's your duty. Okay, but I also it's not betrayal. Then you get 2 challenges. Then you get the possibility of having 2 challenges the next stream. Where's the one that I had? I'm just letting you guys know that I will be doing it. If you're doing the challenge now, I will be doing it next stream. Challenge. So I had this one, right, with a where are you at? It is another thing to do goal. Well, give me a second. I want to explain what I did. So you see how I have this this community goal ended over here. That doesn't work. So let's set a where do I do that again? No, manage goals, right? So let's set a goal for, okay, now that you all are here in chat, if I do bit goals, I am gonna change it from 500 to 1,000, right? Which is more, I know that's double, but because more people can gift to the goal, I feel like that's fair, right? And also you can do it over multiple streams, which is also fair. Like your bits, if you gift 1 bit in one stream, that 1 bit is still there. You can't do sub goals and bits mixed. It's always one or the other. And I feel like a bit goal is the threshold to a bit goal is easier to get through, because 1 bit is like $1, $1.50, right? And a sub is immediately like 4. Gifting a sub, right? So bits is fine. I can't do calculations. I can't set a goal that has both subscriptions and bits. 1 bit is 1 penny. Yeah, see, even better. People can gift 1 bit and to the goal if they want to. And they would still, like, right? But I got 1,000. I know, but this is not what I want to do. This is just a test. First of all, this is just a test. This is not for a real challenge. This is just to see if this works or not. But if you go to our bot, I'm gonna do community goal enable. So that should trigger the challenge animation. And then if I start goal, right? This should be a goal. So if you gift 100 bits, right? If you gift 100 bits, that should end the goal. And that should trigger the animation, which it won't, because the bot is annoying. I'm 100% sure it won't work. Use a tool other than the Twitch one, like a script. I would love for this, if this thing had a goal, but it just doesn't. And there's no, I don't want to use another tool, because then it's just tool on tool on tool. I want to use one program to run the entire stream. You do not use, no, I do not need to use this thing, but I want to use this thing. Right. Just, we could do, then it's not subs. See, I don't want to use third parties, because then it's not subs. Or subs don't count then as well. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Does somebody want to test 100 bits or not? Or do I have to? Because I could do it to myself. I gotta do it myself. I'll do it myself. So let's do cheer 100. You cannot cheer in your own channel? What? Imagine that being true. Once the thumbnail Academy already done, dude. Already done. That's crazy. I want to test something out. I want to test something out. No, we already have the thumbnail. I can show it. I just need to change it, and I haven't yet. There you go. No, that's been added by me. Ash added by me. How do you get your avatar in it? You make your avatar. There is this program called Minimator. Well, is it Minimator? Mine Imitator. That's what it's called. Give me a second. I'm opening it. And it's basically Blender, but or like a 3D animation software. But I use it to pose my character for thumbnails. So, nope, not game. There we go. So this, and then you can rotate him. You can move his head. You can move his arms. Boom! You can bend his arm. Right. And then you just render an image. You remove the background, and that's it. Does YouTube memberships remove ads? It does not. That's not how YouTube works. For YouTube, if you don't want ads on YouTube, you need YouTube Premium. So what's the point? Supporting your creator. You do on YouTube. You do get the chance to make member only content if people do that. So like videos that only members can see, streams that only members can see, and stuff like that. So that's a bonus if you're into that, or if you're working on that. But I don't have it. So if you do membership, it's basically just you get more percentage. Yes, but that's then another platform that I have to manage. And I already don't have time to do all the platforms that I am managing. Barely. So, I don't know. No, don't know about that. I still... stupid that I freaking... goal doesn't work. You know what I did do, chat? For goals, I made a new pop-up. And I don't know if it works... really, but I made a new goal pop-up, which I think is here. Whoop, there we go. It pops up, goes back down. Pops up, comes back down. You could add perk to it, even if I do totally get that does not need any. What? You could add perk to it, even if I do totally get that, I do what? That's a sentence and a half. That doesn't make sense. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, dude. Probably makes sense, but I just don't understand your sentence. I personally don't understand it. You can add a pack to it. Even if I do totally get. Oh, patron. Yeah, but still, I don't like it. I already don't like the fact that you can sub on Twitch and you don't get anything in return. And the only reason I set memberships on YouTube is because they're balanced on Twitch and YouTube then. But I do want to make, and this is something that I want to do with Luderia. I do want to start making, so any of the games, like emotes is not something you get. Like that's like a, if you don't even offer emotes for people who sub, what are you doing? the freaking stuff is there. It's right there. You can do it. But what I'm talking about is like actually getting something in return. So like setting up Discord rules and stuff. So that's something I want to work towards if I've got time one day. But then I also want to do I don't want to do world downloads. That kind of seems a much. But maybe we'll make schematics of some of the smaller games, I guess. When is your just create some beat? I have no idea. I have a couple of things that we can still work on the Just Create SMP, but right now I'm way too invested in the new world. My brain cannot think about anything else than the new world. I'm very bad with hyper focusing. I get very hyper fixated on things, and it's bad. It's bad. For YouTube, add rewards like custom emote. There's, yeah, sure, we can do that. I think I've already got those set up. But again, YouTube's system is not the best. YouTube's system does not really work as well as Twitch's does. So I want something that outside of YouTube and Twitch that I offer to people who do, as a reward, to people who do support financially.
You can technically add members-only videos, live streams, community posts, custom badges, emojis, early access to uploads, exclusive chat access during live streams, and member shoutouts. Everything else, like Discord or files, must be linked externally.
I know, but that's the beauty of it. Because it's linked externally, I can decide how I do it and what I do, right? Because it's linked outside of the platform, I can still do it. The problem with things of the Just Create SMP is that they're not optimized at all. So people, if somebody, what I want to avoid is people pasting the dungeon, for instance, in their world and it lags out the world. Okay, I don't even think I can run the dungeon on my computer because of the fact that it's not optimized. So I don't know how good it would be as a schematic, and I don't want to get all the messages about, oh, this is not working, and no, this is not work. I paid for this. This is not working. Ooh. That's a good image, by the way. That's a great picture. So I would only give people schematics of things that I know are gonna work 100% of the time and are optimized. No support will be provided. That does not okay. All good and well, and I probably, but love to title it. Yeah, time it. Yeah, it's a bit hard. The disclaimers don't work. Disclaimers do not work. I've got enough experience with other creators. Their stuff. Exclaimers do not work. You could put it in there. They don't help. You will still get all the messages. And if they can't message you, they'll freaking come into your chat and spam it in chat. Oh, this doesn't work. Ooh. So I just don't want to avoid it. Maybe one day I'll build another dungeon that's designed better, and then we'll get that one out. But this new world is all about games, so yeah. Somebody came into your stream and complained about exactly. Something like the Diamat. Same. I mean, sure, but same thing. It's not optimized. It's I can put it on there. I can put like one module, not the entire thing, but like one module. Sure. Sure. I am going to think about that. That's all I can say. Give them away after 1 year. I mean, Luderia is different because I want to make Luderia something that is stream related. So the goal of Luderia is to invite people over, right? For games. That's the near goal. That's like after 10 episodes, I hope to have like at least one game done. And we play that game, right? What the actual goal is of Luderia is building a world that's cohesive. So we have actual cities that are connected. And every city has a couple of games in it. And then I open the world up on a server for like an entire weekend. And I want to make it so that people can just log on with their friends, right? Creators, this is a big word, that creators can log on with their friends, and then we make it like kind of a festival once a month kind of thing, and so it evolves, right? Giving out the world to viewers when it's a creator access only server feels like adventure mode. Yeah, it would be an adventure mode, yes. It feels like double, right? Because then it's just, you know, it kind of I that's something I still have to think about doing, because I don't want it to get out there. I don't want it to get redistributed. That's a difficult word to say. It would depend on how things go. It's not something I have thought about. I think as long as I run the games and I do the idea of like making a weekend out of it where creators, even if they're not even if they're not like Minecraft creators, they can still hop on. They can get all the mods, hop on for a weekend, play some mini games, and with their friends. And I would like make it a monthly thing. I think I feel like that's a good interval, and then we can have like the winner, like the person who won the most games that weekend could be like, I don't know, get their skin in the world or something like that. That's the goal. That's the perfect amalgamation of the whole project. That's what I'm going for. Of course, things can change. Most coins, for instance, yes. That's why I want to add numismatic to the mod. Not for me, but if I do make it a thing, I want like some kind of currency that people can use. That isn't diamonds, because they wouldn't be able to mine. Stuff like that, right? But that being said, I'm gonna end stream because it's almost, as you can see, it's almost 11, and I've got work tomorrow. I got a busy day at work tomorrow as well. Create currency shop is better. I'm gonna look into it. I know numismatic is updated to the version that we're playing on right now, so that's why I want to add that one. I know the mod. It's cool. It's very steampunky with the cogs, you know. But I am going to raid into Sin City. She's doing some nether stuff, some nether gathering. So have fun with that. Tell her I says hi. If you're on YouTube, you have the link as well. Yeah, I'll see you all on Saturday. Bye.